Hello friends, welcome. Just wanted to make a video today to say hello to you all, and hope you're enjoying some of the videos. I know many of you are watching the ASMRs. Haven't made any recently since December, but well, may make another one yet. We'll see. I mean, I went and made those ASMRs because I got requested a few times to make them. I've been making guided meditations very like the ASMRs, the way I was talking and that, but just with a picture of me, and I was sitting here sending the Reiki energy into that video and locking it into it, sealing it into it, and praying that it might, and with my intent, wishing that it would come into the video, seal into that video, so anybody that come and listen to those guided meditations would receive a healing. So that was always my intent, to use the video as a medium, and it does work. If a person's open to receive healing, they will receive it. If they don't, not open to it, it works by the greater good, so it just does not go to them because they don't want it. So yeah, it's a higher power, a higher consciousness that really controls those energies, and some believe in that and some don't believe in that, but it works through intent. So you make a video and somebody saying, how can this come out of my mobile phone and heal me? But it does, it passes that way, and you pray for it as well, so hopefully it helps people. I never really that much wanted to make Reiki ASMR videos, but healing videos, yes. And so I made them ASMRs as well, because it works in the same way. And if somebody comes and watches that video for the ASMR and they get the tingles, which is a meridian response, and meridians are part of our spirit, you know what I mean, they are the energy channels of our spirit and our life force. But I had many people with my guided meditations couldn't even see me moving my hands around them and stuff, were having those same things happening. The energies of the healing were coming to them, and they were getting tingles around them. They were getting different feelings of warmth and different things that happened, and they felt greatly relaxed and healed afterwards. So you get your own proof that those videos, those guided meditations, without even me being on video, just a picture, were actually working. So yeah, I got requested to make some ASMRs. Didn't start off that well because I didn't look into it very much. I'd just done what I thought I'd do on there. I didn't whisper enough different stuff, but I was doing the hand movements, and I do that with my Reiki patients. I do hands-on healing with them when they come to me. I'm a hands-on healer, and Reiki healing, it works at any distance or any time. So you can send Reiki into the past to heal a situation because it's affecting the present. So it really helps the present situation. Or you can send healing at any distance. We have Reiki symbols we're given that are dedicated to sending Reiki at a distance. So you tune in to those energies and they flood within you and fill you up, and you can feel yourself buzzing with the life force energies and the healing energies, and you can feel them flow out of you when you start healing somebody. And at a distance, you just visualize that person, or you have a photo of them, or you can be talking to them on the internet, and that helps you to psychically link with them or think of them. Or you could, if you know them, you just imagine them, and you imagine yourself there in their presence, healing them, and that's your mind going to that place, doing that thing, your intention, and it helps and it works. And I've had somebody, my Reiki teacher, as it happens, a few years ago, fell over and broke a tooth, and she asked me for healing, and I sent her absent healing, and she was trying all sorts of things to stop this pain, and after 20 minutes of that healing she felt better. And then in the afternoon it was come back, and she asked me again to send her more healing, did the same thing, it stopped it. So with some people it's very, very effective. Other people not so effective. Why? Because of their beliefs, quite often, because of how they view it, whether they accept it, whether they don't accept it. But those that are very accepting sometimes get a very good healing, and it helps them very greatly at the time. But Reiki greatly promotes self-healing, because it is taking the depletions of your energy being out of you and replacing it with life force energy, which renews it and energizes you, greatly clears any energy pathways in you and blockages in your chakras and your meridians and your nadis, which are like veins of energy going around us for our spirit life force. So it's great. It works. And I've been healing, spiritual healing, which Reiki is spiritual healing too, but works a slightly different way. So I've been spiritual healing since 1995, and greatly just let it flow into people. But we do direct it sometimes in spiritual healing to a certain need, and I still do that in Reiki too. But Reiki energy works on a slightly different frequency or vibration, we call it, of ways of giving it. And it comes from the universe. Rei is universe, and Ki is Japanese, the same as Chi. So Ki is life force. So we all have these energies within us, life force energies, and they flow out the chakras into the meridians, around all the pathways, around all the nadis, into providing our daily needs for life force energies. And they can become very depleted if we become a mental thing, emotional thing, physical, spiritual. We can come depleted, and those depletions are within our spirit. And even though they're caused by maybe a physical thing, when you let those energies go into your energy life force, into your spirit, it's healing that depletion, and it passes on to the physical, it passes on to the mental, it passes on to the emotional needs, and greatly helps a person to feel better. So I've had a few people with my ASMRs who said to me, I had this, I felt very tired, I had a 4-hour sleep afterwards, and I felt great when I woke up. Or the next day, they'd had an emotional release. They said, I felt very depressed when I woke up the next morning, and since then I felt great. And, they were already depressed, and they're a lot happier for it. So of course you're getting all this feedback all the time. These people saying, that was so relaxing. I went to sleep, I felt tingles, different things, and it's good. So people want to accept it for the ASMR. That's great. That's still a spiritual effect, ASMR. So meridians are spiritual. So yes, those that accept it for the Reiki, that's fine. And those that like it for both, well, that's great, isn't it? So it doesn't matter. People accept how they wish to. And, it's good when people enjoy it. And of course, there's some that, spit a bit of venom at you sometimes because they don't believe in these sort of things. And, well, that's what they do. Usually I just put them on block. But, people say to me, oh, you're only making these videos because you're going to charge and rip people off if something doesn't work and this, that, and the other. And yeah, that's what they think. But, I have patients. I have my Healies coming here, my clients, and, I don't charge for the healing. Don't charge them anything for it. They can have it for free. And I have some that come, they don't give anything. But I do allow for I've got a cap on it of £5. And, the Reiki masters that qualify with me are all charging £30 to £40 a session for an hour. They get hours healing. And my sessions generally last about an hour and 15 minutes. And I've got a cap of £5. Most of them make less than £5. They just give a few pounds because I won't. I don't do it for the money. It's the small contribution that they make. It's all going to pay the insurance. And I have not covered my costs and will not cover my costs per year because I'm a limited amount of people that I'm doing. I don't want to do healing every day, so I do it on a Friday usually, and I have maybe 3 people on a Friday come to me. So no, it nowhere near covers my costs. It doesn't even start to begin to pay off the cost of taking the courses and qualifications. But I'm not interested in the money. What I'm interested in is picking people to come to me here that I think I can help get better. And, that's my reward. And I'm developing all the time. When you're spiritual development is continual, so I'm always developing. I get a very big healing too because I'm full of those energies myself, so I feel great after healing. I feel really uplifted, vibrant. Sometimes I need to go and have a really relaxing sleep myself, or sometimes I'm so full of energy I'm jumping about just about. so great, I love it. And it's about being of service. I never intend to charge people 30 or 40 pounds a session. Just let them make a small contribution if they want to, and if they don't want to, and which some don't, that's fine. It doesn't matter to me. It's about I'm helping that person, and that's what I want to do. The proof of the pudding is when you heal people that have had long-term problems and they start getting better within 2 or 3 weeks, and the things that they can't do in their life, they start doing again, you know you're helping them. And part of that self-confidence, but a lot of it is the healing, and it is helping them to self-heal and get past their problems. And some people have got mental blocks or emotional problems from past, or they've got physical ailments wrong with them, that you can greatly help with it. So you get your proof it's working. And even on here on YouTube, you're getting so many people that are coming to you saying how relaxed, they're so stressed, and how much help it's given them to, at the end of the day, to, you know, get rid of all that stress and anxiety they've gone through at work or wherever it may be. Or people saying, I listen to your ASMR every night and it puts me straight to sleep and I have a peaceful and great night's sleep, wake up feeling great the next day. You're going, oh, I'm so pleased, you know, I'm so pleased I could help somebody like that. I'm so pleased I can help them be relaxed, because, you know, our life down here is very hectic, isn't it? And there's so many pressures in life, and we really need to try and do something, you know, to not have such pressurized lives down here where we have so many problems. So it's something I hope to teach more in the future about, you know, life skills and, you know, how best to live life. And I've made lots of videos. I've got over 550 videos on YouTube. A lot of them are about, you know, spiritual abilities, because I'm into mediumship and clairvoyance, psychism, healing, you know, because I'm interested in all of it. And I hope to do mediumship later on. I've just, a couple of weeks ago, got my Reiki Master's Teacher Certificate, so I can teach Reiki to others now, and I have one student at the moment. I'm not really looking to teach too many at the moment, because eventually I want to write my complete own healing system of Reiki and attune people to that and teach them that system, which incorporates what I believe about it. And you're allowed to do that as a Reiki master teacher. So yeah, I want to do that. But at the moment, I've used another manual from somebody else, which is a good one, and supplemented it with part of my own manual for the student I've got, and I'm attuned them remotely at a distance, which you can do on webcam. So I'd perform the exact normal attunement that I would do if I had somebody here on them, even walking behind them, different things, putting the different symbols and things into them, and attuned them, and it's going great. You know, they've had a big hit out of it. They're really doing great. So it's wonderful to see. I'm answering their questions, you know, on Messenger that they've got, and we're, you know, having an hour to hour and a half session once a week on webcam, because they're in Slovenia and there's not much Reiki there, and they've got such a passion for it, and they're so spiritually developed that I wanted to help this one individual now. So yeah, and my Reiki teacher, she's great. You know, she supported me all the way. She came over to try out my attunement and to see my manual that I'd written so far, and she's very happy with me. A good friend too, so she did my Reiki one. She gave me that for free because I did a website for her for free, and you know, so yeah, it's great. Lots of support. I talk to other Reiki masters that are in my group very often, because you can learn so much from each other, you know, passing on what you know. So it's all good news. Anyway, you know, I'm very happy here. I will be making more videos soon about different things. I will make the odd healing video or the odd ASMR still, but for now, that's it. Hope you have a good day. Hope you still can go back to my videos. There is healing there if you believe in it. If you accept it, it will help you. It really will. So it's you accepting it and me giving it, because the video here is almost like I'm live when you're watching it, isn't it? So it just works as a channel. It comes from the source to the video and straight into you. Anyway, love and light to you. Have a good day. Neil.